Hey, what's up guys? Spitshine here. If you're playing Rogue in TBC Classic, you've probably thought about what comp to play in the arena for best results. In this video, I'm going to cover how to play Rogue Shadow Priest, which is a very strong 2v2 comp, especially in the first two seasons. Let's get into some matchups. Alright, so in this first matchup, we have Resto Shaman, Arms Warrior. I'm going to try and get a sap on the Warrior if I can, while being careful not to get shouted out of stealth. And then I'm going to open up on the Shaman with a cheap shot, kidney shot. You see here, the Shaman trinkets out of my kidney, so I'm going to go ahead and blind him, and then open up on the Warrior, shiv a couple wound poisons, pump a little damage, and then I'm going to vanish and resap the Shaman before his CC chain ends, and at that point we're going to blow up the Warrior, and that's GG. In this next matchup, we have Lock Druid. I'm going to go ahead and sap the Lock and then open up the pet. This will cause the Druid to come out of stealth to heal the pet. As soon as he does that, the Priest is going to fear the Lock and the pet, and we are both going to open up on the Druid hard. Little cheap shot. Kidney shot, would have liked to have more combo points there. I'm going to focus blind the Lock, middle of his fear cast, and then subsequently use my will and trinket to get out of his follow-up fears, and we are just zugging the Druid as hard as possible. I use an eviscerate there in bear form, not ideal, only 700 damage. Should have probably just done an extra shiv and saved up some combo points for kidney. No worries, we are way ahead in this match. As soon as the Druid shifts, I'm going to throw this big cheap kidney on him and he's done. At this point, we'll just go back and we've got a 2v1. We'll pump this Lock down, kick to break his searing pain, crippling poison to make him immobile, and that's pretty much that. So in this next matchup, we have Arms Warrior, Resto Druid. We are going to let the Shadow Priest is just basically going to 1v1 the Warrior, get as much damage as possible. I like to get a sap off when I can, but you do have to be really careful not to get shouted. So I'm keeping my distance here, and at this point, I'm just waiting for the Druid. So I'm kind of surveying the bridge and looking for the Druid to pop out of stealth. I see the Druid now, so I'm going to go ahead and step, cheap shot with premeditation into kidney. He trinkets that kidney to get some heals up on his Warrior, who is melting. As soon as he does, my Shadow Priest fears. I'm going to go ahead and vanish resap. Not even really needed. If you are successful at this comp, your Shadow Priest is competent and gets some good damage up on the Warrior. The Druid has to come out and heal, and if we're able to get some good CC chain on the Druid, it's pretty much game over. Alright, so this next matchup, we have Discipline Priest Rogue, both undead, so this is basically going to be a race to see who can kill the Priest first. I am just going to kind of relax while this Priest is hanging out in the starting area. I probably should shift to the side of the entranceway like I do here, so that I can sap the Priest if he comes out, or sap the Rogue if he comes back. You see the sap running down on my Shadow Priest. Okay, there the opposing Rogue has opened. This is good, we're ahead. As soon as I see my Priest trinket kidney and get a fear for the will, I sap the Priest and move back onto the Rogue with a cheap full kidney, and now we are both opened up on this Priest. As soon as the Rogue comes back and reopens, I'm going to throw a focus blind on him. He has to trinket. At this point, we are zugging the Priest as hard as possible. This is a really good match. As you can see, it's really close. My Priest does a great job staying alive. I did a good job with 5 wounds up on the Discipline Priest, so he was unable to heal himself effectively. Now here we've got a full 5-point kidney shot, and this is pretty much game over. So this next matchup is double Warlocks. This is pretty interesting comp. You'll more typically see Warlock, Disciplined Priest, but we're going to treat it kind of the same way. I'm going to sap one and open the other with a step cheap premeditation into Kidney. I am going to focus blind the other lock. As soon as sap wears off, he trinkets. My priest fears both locks and both pets. I'm gonna pump the lock and then vanish and resap the other lock at the end of the fear. And at this point, we did a really good job with our CC. We're just pumping this lock down. I'm gonna blow some cooldowns, use my cloak. Actually, I didn't even have any dots on me. Cheap shot. I'm going to try and do a 5-point kidney here. You'll see that the lock is an orc, so of course he resists my kidney. I'm going to go ahead and throw up the expose anyway, cloak those dots, and just pump. Alright, so this next matchup is Rogue Mage, which is probably the toughest counter for Shadow Priest Rogue. Our goal here is to CC the Rogue as best we can and to kill the Mage. You see here I'm just kind of searching for the Rogue with spamming sap. My Priest gets sap, so we know the Rogue's nearby, looking for the Mage. Here comes the Mage. I'm going to open with a Garrote Silence and then Vanish, and now I'm looking for the Rogue again. I'm going to come back around the pillar. I see the Rogue. I sap the Rogue, but my Priest fears both at the same time, so the Rogue is able to trinket both. Open up on the Mage. He ice blocks. Rogue is on me. I'm going to trinket his blind and blind him back. And then I go back in for a resap, which is on DR, so maybe not the best move. And then I get snared here by the Mage, but no worries, we kill him, and kind of a shit show, but that's as good as that matchup gets. Alright, hope you guys enjoyed the video and learned something new. These were all recorded on the endless.gg arena realm. I'm going to post the Rogue Shadow Priest strategies against the comps that we covered in the comment section. Feel free to ask questions, let me know what you thought. Hit the subscribe button for more videos like this in the future. Thanks again for watching.